What if the reason that your writing isn't growing the way you want it to isn't about talent at all? The writers I see making the biggest leaps, regardless of where they started, aren't necessarily the most gifted. They're the most intentional about how they learn. Today, I want to help you build a learning program that's custom built for you, not some generic curriculum, not a random stack of craft books, something that actually addresses where you are at right now. Let's get into it. Start with your strengths. Before we look at what needs work, I want you to start somewhere that probably feels a little unfamiliar. Your strengths. What do you already do well? Maybe your dialogue feels alive. Maybe readers tell you they fly through your chapters. Maybe you instinctively understand how to structure a character arc. Knowing this isn't just a confidence boost, it's strategic. Your strengths tell you something about your natural instincts as a writer. They're the foundation everything else gets built on. So ask yourself, what do readers or critique partners consistently praise? What parts of drafting feel almost effortless? Write those down. Seriously, take a note. Name your current struggles. Now let's talk about where you struggle. Don't worry, every writer in history has been where you're at, where I'm at right now. Maybe your deep point of view keeps slipping. Maybe your middles lose momentum. Maybe your scene transitions feel clunky, or your secondary characters feel thin. Here's what I want you to know. This is not failure. This is just where your talent is at for right now. But I'd like to encourage you with something. Talent isn't something you either have or don't have. Nobody is born knowing how to write a bestseller. Talent is simply a measure of where you're at in your writing journey right now. And because talent is malleable, you can do things to help it grow. Naming your writing weaknesses honestly is how you stop being stuck. The more specific you can get, the better. I struggle with description is hard to fix. But if you say, I over-describe at the top of scenes and lose pacing, yes, for specific, that you can actually work on. Audit your own manuscripts. Here's a step a lot of writers skip, and it's one of the most valuable things you can do. Go back to finished work, something you haven't looked at in a few months, and read it like an editor. Better yet, ask a trusted critique partner to flag patterns they see across your writing. We often think we know our weaknesses, but the manuscript sometimes tells a different story. The thing you've been anxious about might actually be no issue. And something else, something you never noticed, might be showing up on nearly every page. Your own writing is the most honest feedback you'll ever receive. Audit your find targeted help. Once you know what you're working on, then you go looking for resources. And this is where I see writers go wrong. They sign up for a huge general course, so they buy every craft book on the shelf, and they end up more overwhelmed than when they started. Especially if the teacher of that program isn't showing them how to get to where they want to be in a way that suits their natural writing style. What you want is targeted help. If you're struggling with scene structure, find the YouTube channel, the one book, the workshop that specifically addresses scene structure. You don't need everything, you just need the right thing. That might be free. YouTube is genuinely incredible for craft education. Or it may be a paid course or workshop. It might even just be one chapter of a book you already have. Look for teachers who can share what they know in a way that works for you. Not every teacher is right for every student. Be particular with who you listen to and only take the writing advice that you believe makes the most sense for you and how you write. Bottom line, match the resources to the gap. That's the whole game. Practice and isolation. This one thing changed for me when I really took it seriously. When you're trying to build a new skill, don't practice it only inside your work in progress. Give yourself low-stakes space to experiment. Write a short scene you'll never publish, purely to practice the thing you're working on. Trying to fix a craft weakness while also hitting your word count goals is a lot. It's like trying to learn a new skill in the middle of a performance. Short, focused exercises just for the skill let you experiment without the pressure, and that's where real learning happens. Learn by reverse engineering. One of my absolute favorite ways to grow is this. Take a scene from a book you love, a scene that genuinely moved you or blew you away, and pull it apart. Why did it work? What choices did the author make with pacing, with what the character notices? What was left out? What's on the page and what isn't? This turns every book you read into a craft class. You're not copying anyone, you're learning the moves so you can eventually make your own. Track growth and reassess. 2 quick ones to wrap up. First, track your learning, not just your word count. A few notes on what you studied, what you tried, what clicked. It makes progress visible, and it keeps you moving with intention. Not to mention, it's inspiring. Second, reassess regularly. Your talent will grow. What challenged you a year ago might not be a quiet strength, and new gaps have opened up. A quick quarterly review keeps your learning program evolving with you. The most powerful thing about building your own learning program is that it belongs to you. It meets you where you actually are right now. It grows with you, and it keeps your development connected to the stories you want to tell. You don't need to master everything before you write the next book. That's where practice comes in. You just need to know the next thing. Start there. If you found this helpful, I'd love to know. Drop your current writing struggles in the comments. You might be surprised how many people are working on the exact same thing. And if you're not already subscribed to my newsletter, why not? The link is below. It's free. I go deeper on all of this over there. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.